Hello and welcome to the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower and today we're going to be taste testing the Mower and today we're going to be taste testing the Bud Light on the Philips Perfectdraft system. So then, there's been a lot of controversy about Bud Light since it came onto the Perfectdraft system. People moaning that it wasn't a good enough quality lager, etc, etc. But you know what? It's proved very popular and it's been sold out almost constantly. I managed to grab myself a keg and it was delivered the other day. I've put it into the fridge to chill for just over 24 hours because at the moment we're in the midst of a heat wave here in the UK. 28.6 degrees indoors and 29.5 degrees outside in the shade. So that is warm, believe me, that is warm. Now, Bud Light then, why Bud Light? Well, the Perfectdraft is a great machine. It chills everything down to 3 degrees C and you get a nice refreshing drink from it. However, most of the stuff on there is premium lager. We've got Stellas, Jupiler, Lowenbrow, loads of videos. Click on my channel, you can have a look, give me the thumbs up and subscribe as well while you're there and take a look at all the videos that we've done on the taste testing and everything else. But they're all premium lagers and that's great. You sit down, love a premium lager, they're fantastic. We're in the middle of a heat wave though, and you want something that you can just drink, you know, it hasn't got to be particularly flavoursome, it's just got to be cold and crisp and you can drink and sit there all day in the sun and enjoy your weekend without getting absolutely blottoed. So I've ordered the Bud Light and I'm going to try and put this keg on now and hopefully it's down to somewhere near drinkable temperature, 5 or 6 degrees will do. I'm not that fussy because it's so hot and we'll give it a go and we'll see what it's like. If you've never put one of these kegs on before, it is quite simple and I do go through it with each and every review. But we pull this tab off the top first. It's also advisable, I'll say while I'm doing this, is to put the kegs in the fridge first. If it's winter time, over Christmas, I leave them outside in an outbuilding shed or whatever and they're chilled down pretty much straight away. But summertime, you've got to get some sort of coolness into this keg. It's a big volume of liquid to cool down quickly. So it needs to be in there for 24 hours or so. Right, that's your pipe that comes off the top. So you've got a nice clean line every time. I have just washed out this machine as well. So everything's all clean and tidy. So with a tap out, right, other way, that's easy enough to do. You then put the pipe in. Now, don't be fooled into reusing old pipes or anything, just put them back in, clean one every time. Now, you put these on, like so, they just fit in there, and then you can push them down. That's it, 2 clicks, click, click, and it's in. Now, this goes into here, and this pipe slides down at the back, and that's in, and once that's in, you lock it on. Locked on, closed up, closed up. We've already got turned on and plugged in. Now, we've got a timer on there, that's 30. It's not 30 hours, it's 30 days. Right, we can hear the keg pressurising. So we've got 30 days to drink it. And lo and behold, look at that, we've got 18 degrees C. In fact, that's not shut properly. That's better, that's closed properly. 18 degrees C. I'm not happy about this. Right, I better go and do something else and I'll give it an... Oh, it's gone down to 16 already. That's an encouraging sign. It should be about 7 or 8 degrees. That's like, you can get away with that. It's been in the fridge is set at 5. So it won't get down to 5 because it's been out on here while I've been changing the stuff and that. But it shouldn't be far off. It's down to 14. Right, I'm just going to nip off and do something else. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do because it's going to be slightly warm. I've got a couple of these smaller Stella glasses. I'm going to give those a little rinse out so they've got some water on them and I'll pop them in the freezer for 20 minutes and we'll see how we get on with that. Well, I put it into cool and it's got down to 9 degrees. It's been an hour and a half since it's been in there. It's now 29 degrees inside and 28 degrees outside. The sun's streaming in through the windows, so no time like the present is that I just have to get on it. Right, you can see the glasses are frosted. These are completely iced over when I got them out the fridge, out the freezer like 3 or 4 minutes ago. So it is warm and they're going quick. Right, we'll just have a pour. Now normally it's a bit gassy and a bit fizzy to start with, so you need a bit of froth in there and it will pressurise itself again. Put that one to one side for a moment. Put this underneath. Now, this is the Bud Light, and it's not Stella Artois. It's 3.8%, and it is what they call a session lager or session beer. And it should be able to get a few of these down, no bother. It should be a lot colder in that glass than it's the suggested 9 degrees on there, okay? And these are the continental glasses, so the actual measure is just to this line, so it only needs a little bit more. If I'm just sat here, I can just top it up again slightly and just leave it up there. That's almost up to the line, it's not far off. If I was in a pub, I wouldn't be happy with it, I'll tell you that. But being as I'm sitting here in my kitchen at 30 degrees C almost, and the sun's blazing in, streaming in through the windows, I'll be more than happy with having a cold one of these. I'll just put that over there for a second and we'll top this one up as well. You never know, I might go for both. Yeah, I don't think the temperature in there is doing it any favours at 9 degrees with it coming out frothy, but it's certainly coming out and it feels chilled. And my goodness, it's nice, isn't it, to see the beading on the glass on the outside. But you can see how light that is compared to these stronger continental lagers that we have normally. They're quite a dark colour, but this one's very light. 3.8. There's not a lot of sugar in there either. I'm not sure how they work it out, but it's fairly sort of low calorie compared to the others. Let's just hope there's a bit of taste to it. I have it in bottles before, and I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of it, but I can tell you that it's an all right drink. You know, you're sat out there in the sunshine, and it is okay. So to get through. Right, I'll have a go at this one because there's less of a head on this, so we'll have a go. I'll give it a sip and see how we get on. Yeah, even at 9 degrees in a chilled glass, there's not a lot of flavour to it, but God, it certainly smells nice. That smells like a summer beer garden. Yeah, it's nice. It's just basically you got that lager smell to it without all that strength. You know, you can smell it's a light lager just from the scent. But yeah. Oh, God, that's refreshing. It is refreshing. Out of 10 on the taste, probably a 5 or 6. Not a great tasting lager at all, but it's cold and it's wet, and it's nice out of a chilled glass. I don't think this will get below 9 degrees C at all, because we had it on we had a heat wave a couple of weeks ago, and we had it on here, and it was in the kitchen, sort of purposely out of the sunlight, and it was still. I was coming towards the end of the afternoon. You get back from work, and by sort of 5 o'clock, it had crept up from 3 degrees to about 5 or 6 degrees, and it was back down to temperature in the morning, which is no good when you got to go to work. Quite handy when you got the day off, and it's 3 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning, but not when you're at work. But yeah, it's not bad actually. It's not bad. I think the heat has a lot to do with it. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Strength, yeah, flavour wise, 5 or 6. Nice carbonation in there. It's not too fizzy, you know. It's quite crisp, but that is probably to do with the frozen glasses. But with it being light, it is crisp as it is. But it'll do well. We've got people coming round the weekend, so it's a nice drinkable drink, isn't it? You can chuck some lemonade in and have a shandy with it. I don't know what that'll taste like with it being so light, but it should be okay. At least you get a bit of flavour. And you can have a few and you can sit outside and you can be doing the barbecue and stuff, and you know, it's not overpowering, is it? And you want something else a bit later on, you can always switch it over and put a Stella in there or something like that, just to mellow into the evening when the sun's gone down. But there you go. I'm happy with that. Right, and I've got this one here to finish off, and I've got this one already poured as well, so I'll work my way through those. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Thanks for watching. We've got all the details and everything down below. Anything nice to say, pop that in the comments section. Any other kegs you want to see me review, just give us a shout out and I'll order one in and see if we can get it on. Thanks for watching. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.